All right. Um, all right, good morning, guys. Today is sorry I'm late. Today is Tuesday, April 29th. So just seeing if we can get some rejection scalps. So I did last week I did mention about the EMA rejection scalps. I did take a rejection scalp, EMA rejection scalp, when I was waiting to do the live stream. I had some problems starting it, but I was able to I was able to take a nice win on that one, a quick scalp. So let's see if we can get a regular SAR rejection scalp here. Hopefully, I'm anticipating. I think we should be able to get a 15-minute rejection scalp because the last time the 15-minute SAR level printed was somewhere here. Um, Yeah. So I think we should be getting a 15-minute one. Also, there is the order block rejection scalp. So I am still looking at the order block rejection scalp. Here we have a daily bearish high. We also have some zones here. So this is a possible order block rejection scalp. Okay, so there's the 15-minute, right? So you can see it just printed. So what we need here, 4019.2, somewhere there. Uh, let's see. This one. So here what we need is, so this is 15-minute. Okay, so this is perfect. If this comes in, this would be a perfect entry. So there's this one right here. And it's also next to an order block. So there is a SAR level rejection scalp here. And then there is another order block rejection scalp. It's right here, somewhere above there. So there are some entries. So right here, what I would like to see is a push up in price, like a big spike up in price, so that we can take or we can tap into these areas that I've put alerts at. And once we do that, um, we should be able to get some nice rejection to the downside that should ideally hit our TP. And so we don't want when price gets to this 15-minute SAR level for price to reject directly from there. So we want it to meet the 10-point threshold, which is where I've marked this alert there. And then once it does meet that, that's where I would go to the 5-second time frame and take my entry down there. Okay, so perfect. That is exactly what we want. And I think there's some heavy news release. But right now, what I'm looking for is perfect. Right now, what I am looking for is a is that sales crossover sell. So this looks like it might happen pretty quickly, and let's see if we get that. And also we've tapped into that order block that's right there. So I'd want to see a little bit more push in price. So remember here we also have this daily order block. So this is a perfect time to get an entry. Let's see. All right. So there comes the red X. So we need for it to close. So we need the X to close. If it doesn't, it's preferable for price to keep pushing up, but we need that red X. There it is. So let's see if we get a push down. So this is 20 points stop loss, 20 points TP for US 30. And since we are at an order block, so for me, I'm trailing my stop loss. So there it is, stop loss trailed and out of the position, full TP for that particular one for 0.75% gain. So that happened pretty quickly. So that is ideally what I'm looking for, or what I'm normally looking for. And hopefully this copied to my other account as well. Sometimes it doesn't. Let's see. Anyway, let's see. All right. So come back up here and go ahead and update this. Mm. All right, so we didn't have a trade yesterday. And then today is 0.7 gain. If I change this, it's you. Okay. So there goes so both entries would have won. So both entries came up at the same time. So the entry was at 40,240, no, 40,427. So the entry was somewhere right there. I just want to do this for my screenshot and journaling. But that was a nice setup for today. So today, so far I have two wins. Nice win. 40,000 to 47, 427. And then this one was that 15. So this 15-minute rejection areas are normally so good, especially when they come up a little bit after market open. They are the best. Okay. Mm. So this is already done. This is already done. So let's see what if we get any other entry. Not sure if we'll get another entry since we've already printed the 15 minutes and 30 minutes. But right here, okay. All right. So so these are the trades, my trades for the day. So uh this first trade is the one I took when I was having trouble starting the live session, but I took this based off of an EMA, an hourly EMA rejection. So it was a rejection scalp as well. And you can see for me, I normally trail my profits here. So the second one is the one we just took right now, which was the 15-minute SAR rejection scalp. So my stop loss trailed. So this one I got a little bit of slippage when the account was closing on or when the trade was closing. But right, so two wins for the day right there. And so currently I don't even see anything else that might pop up because I don't think we'll get another entry based off of, excuse me, based off of how price is moving. Uh, but I can hang around for a couple of more minutes, maybe until 10:30, so that we can see if there's any change. And you can see that rejection. There's also something that I am trying to see. Uh, uh, this one thing that I've noticed is this 15-minute rejection scalps that come in. Let's see. Yes, give me a minute. Hourly. Says 15 minute. Mm, no. Uh, Sorry, I just had too many alerts coming in. Wanted to make sure I don't miss anything. This is the hourly. Huh. Zone. Okay. 38. Nah. Right. So this is that trade we took up there at the top. That was a nice one. Oh. This is because of that order block. See some. Okay. So yeah, what I was talking about earlier is this 15-minute rejection levels. If they do come up, when they do come up during during New York Open, right? Especially after 9:30 a.m. to 10 a.m., they kind of signify the direction that price kind of flows to. So what I mean by that is that, for example, here, if you see this 15-minute rejection that just populated after market open, it kind of, based off of what I've observed, price kind of goes the opposite direction, right? So remember, the rejection, SAR rejection levels, technically it's a counter trend because it shows price points at which price may reverse from. So that's why I'm kind of curious to see how US 30 will move from here, because it is possible that we might come back and break to the downside. However, if you look at price on the, say, hourly time frame, price is kind of squeezing, right? So we've been in this uptrend that's right there, right? And then we are also squeezing here. So we are creating higher lows up here, higher lows, and so far equal highs up here. So if we do break up here, I think US 30 will keep pumping up. But yeah, so I'm just curious to see how this 15-minute rejection level will dictate how price will move for the day. But other than that, I really don't see anything else. The regular SAR levels rejection we normally take, I do not see entries for them. Yeah, I don't see any entries for them. So yeah, I'll just stick around till maybe 10:30 and see if we get any other entry. But today was a pretty good day. So I know we haven't gotten any entries during live sessions, but today we at least got that one entry. So far for the official trades, just down minus 0.75. So remember for this results, I only put in the results that for the trades that I take officially on the live session, which mostly right now is just the SAR levels rejection and the rejection scalps. For the EMA rejections and order block rejections, those are still a work in progress because I need to do a little bit more back testing. But so far so good. Especially with the EMA levels rejection, so far that has been pretty neat. And yeah, so there's again nothing here that we can look to take. So unless we maybe print an hourly rejection level, which is pretty possible based off of how bullish price is. But yeah, observe what's going to happen here. You remember on that hourly time frame when I was talking about, did I say, I hope I said higher lows? Yeah. So when we were talking about just having price squeezing based off of where it's at. So I think US 30, and you can see all these wicks to the downside. So the question normally is when you look at wicks, ask yourself what the wicks are telling you. So here we are about to shoot up and break through that area of resistance right there. So I think the only thing, or one of the things that's holding US 30 down right now is that daily bearish order block that's right here, but we'll probably break through it pretty neatly right here. So let's see if we can get any other rejection level and maybe catch one more trade. Okay. Mhm. more. Okay. I think for this one, this might be it for the day because I do not see any other levels. Sturdy. Um, see. I haven't traded gold in forever, but we might have a entry on gold. Let's see. Mm, Okay. Possible entry on gold, but this would be much later. May. No. Um, okay. So that will be it for today's live session. I really don't see anything else. Price is probably going to range in between those two, this area of resistance right there. So I'm not sure we are going to get any other SCR rejection levels, even for EMAs based off of where price is at. So currently price is above the 15, 30-minute, hourly, and 4-hour EMAs. So US 30 is pretty bullish, and I'm still expecting like a break to the upside. But other than that, that will be it for the day, and then we can catch up again tomorrow during the live session. If anybody has any questions, feel free to send them in the Discord. So far so good. The wins lately have been pretty nice, and we'll just keep pushing it. But other than that, I